Good morning and welcome to our second session of Dancer's Morning Movement. So this is just a short little session just to literally get you moving if this is the first thing that you've done in the day, or you might have been out for a walk and you just want to kind of have a gentle stretch. You might not be planning to dance at all today, in which case this would still be beneficial, just kind of working through the creases, getting a little bit of warmth into some of these major muscle groups and just having a gentle stretch. Okay, so you're going to need a chair or just a windowsill, just something that you can take a little bit of support from. And we are just going to start facing our chair, just fingertips gently placed. And we're just going to start with the feet. So just gently working through these feet. Coming up nice and high on that demi-point, that ball of the foot. Good, well done. And then just stay on that rise and then keep the heels high. Just take a little bend. So watch that the bottom isn't tucking out, sticking out. Really tuck that pelvis down and under, nice straight flat back. Little pulses here. Good. So a nice bit of warmth starting to come into these thighs. And then we're going to go back, just walking through the feet. Good, okay. And from here, just circle the ankle. So just nice, fluid, smooth movement. And change direction. And then other foot. You might feel a few clicks, crunches, particularly if this is the first thing that you've done today. Good, okay. And then just take a very gentle calf stretch. So just take the one leg back, bend into that front knee. Try and keep the back foot nice and parallel, so toes pointing forwards. Bending forwards. Again, still tuck that pelvis under, and you should feel a little bit of a stretch on that hip flexor as well. So nice and gently, and then we're just going to curl the toes underneath, pull forwards, just apply a small amount of pressure on the front of the foot. Good, and then just change sides. And curl those toes under. Good, well done. Okay, so we're just going to stand sideways onto your chair or your windowsill. And just turn this up a little bit. Good, and just move your fraction that way. Okay, so we're just going to stand with our feet in first position. If you've never done any ballet before, don't worry about it. Just heels together, we're turning the toes out. You're squeezing the bottom, so you're trying to externally rotate from the top of those thighs and the hips. Nice tight tummy, okay? And we're just going to take a few demi-pliés here. So we're keeping the heels on the floor. Baby toes are on the floor, so try not to roll forwards. And just take the arm gently out with you as you bend those knees. And as you straighten the legs, think about squeezing those inside thighs together. So you've got nice engaged thighs, inside thighs are back, knees to the side, tight tummy, bottom tucked under. And just take a nice sideways port de bras. So port de bras just means carriage of arms. So we're just taking a little gentle stretch here. So sideways bend. Good. So you should feel a nice stretch on this waist. Be careful not to completely lose the chest here. We want to keep that arm right by the ear. Okay, And then very gently into a forwards port de bras. So you're coming down flat back, head in line with the spine, keep the legs straight, very gently. This is the first thing on the hamstrings. And then release both arms and just bend the knees. So take a little demi-plie and stretch. Try and squeeze that tummy in so you're helping to protect your spine and keep these shoulders back and away from the ears. And now we're going to roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Good. Turn your feet in parallel. We're going to bend the knees and then contract. So as though somebody's kind of punched you in the stomach. So you're really rounding the spine. Bring the chin to the chest. Take the arms forwards. Grab the hands. Lift right shoulder, lift left. Squeeze that tummy in, keep the chin to the chest. Good, gently roll up. Lovely, and just circle these shoulders. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to have my back to you. So feet in our first position. Some gentle demi-plies. Remember to keep those baby toes on the floor, so no rolling forwards. Nice tight tummy, keep that bottom tucked under. Good, now take this arm up, we're going to come into our sideways port de bras, a big sideways stretch. Nice and gently on these first couple. And just one more here, really lift up out of the waist. And into our forwards port de bras. So we're coming down, flat back. So release the hands. I'll come back round to face you this way now. And we go back down into our demi-plies. Straighten the legs. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Nice tight tummy. And then from here turn into parallel. Bend the knees and then round that back. So take the chin to the chest, grab the hands and left shoulder, right shoulder. Good. Just slowly bring the fingertips up onto the thighs. Take this left arm up, so opening up that chest now. And down. Stretch. So I always think it's quite nice when you just initially take that first stretch of each area of the body. It's a nice feeling. And just feet through. So reaching to the opposite side. Back up. And right arm. Feed through. So just getting a little bit of spinal rotation now. Good. We're just going to very gently straighten these legs. Slide the fingers down and take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle, right arm up, and very gently just bring your chest towards your right thigh. Come through the centre, right hand to the outside of that left ankle, left arm up high. Gently bring the chest towards that left thigh. So remember, we're still warming up, so don't push it. Soften the knees, tighten the tummy, shoulders back. Fingertips just hover above the mat. And we circle the arms. Keep squeezing in these abdominals just to help protect the spine. Change direction. And then keeping that nice tight tummy, soft knees. One vertebra at a time. Gently up, good. Circle your shoulders, squeeze them up and back and down. Lovely, okay, so we're just going to come down onto our mat. So if you don't have a mat, just a towel, just something soft for you to lie on. I'm just going to lower you down a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to pull you back so you should be able to see all of me. There we go. Alright, so just gently coming down onto your mat. So we'll start on our backs. Just bring these knees into the chest. And let's take these arms out to the side. Gently take the knees over to the right hand side and head to the left. Squeeze that tummy in as you change. So knees to the left, head to the right. Use the tummy muscles to come back. Bend at the elbows. So you've got one hand either side of the head. Same thing. Good, well done. So you're going to come onto your right side and extend this underarm, underneath arm out, other hand on top. So your knees are stacked, and I think we did this in the last one, so you're just going to take this arm up and out, but without letting this top knee slide back, okay? So we're coming up. Nice and gently, just working into the spine. So just watch the top knee and back. And just two more here. Last one, keeping an eye on that top knee. You might want to hold that last stretch, push the knee forwards and gently recover. Good, well done. And just slowly coming up onto your other side. So extend that underneath arm. Stack the knees. So you might find that one side feels a little bit stiffer than the other, a little bit less mobile. Don't worry, that's quite normal. Although we'd like to think that we're perfectly in sync and matching, symmetrical, there's a lot of asymmetrical things going on in our bodies that we're not aware of. Just as long as you do everything on both sides. Good, well done. Okay, so sit up. And legs to this left side, take the right arm up, reaching up out of the waist and sideways bend. And again. And this last one, chin to chest, squeeze that tummy in round the spine, come out of it gently, and just bring these legs round the other side. So lifting up, and squeeze the tummy, chin to chest. Good, lovely. Keep that chin down. Take the knees hip width apart and just a gentle relax over the legs. Take the legs out in front of you. just have your fingertips by your side or gently back so you sit up really, really tall. And let's just work through the feet. So point one, flex one. And then flex both of them. Really pull those toes up towards you. Squeeze the tummy in. Big stretch up out of the hips. And gently bring that chest towards the thighs. So if you're just here, it's fine. It's fine. It'll come. You have to just keep gently pushing it. Okay, so don't force it. Relax the head and the neck. Remember, this is our first part of our exercise of the day. Good, well done. And we're just going to come onto our knees. I'm just going to take a little plank. So you can either be on your elbows or you can be up onto your hands. So from here, just take the one leg back and the other. So you want to have your feet hip width apart and make sure that these hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Shoulders are back away from the ears. Squeeze the tummy in and think about bracing kind of across the top here. Yeah, so you don't want to be here collapsing. Keep it all supported. Bottom down. We're going to hold for 2, 3, 4, 5. So really brace these legs. Squeeze the tummy, push into the heels. 8, 9, 10. Well done. Just gently bend the knees. Take the knees as wide as your mat, feet together, and just sit that bottom back. So just a little bit of strength work into the body. And pull these elbows in towards your knees, and we're just going to circle these wrists. Good, lovely. And just take the left hand over to the left hand side and go as far as you can, and then take the right hand on top. And gently come over to that other side. Other hand on top. Big stretch. Sink that bottom back. Good. Gently coming up. Just one last stretch here. A little bit more into these flexors. So bring this foot forwards. Make sure that this knee is directly underneath your hip. Nice tight tummy, and we're going to tuck that pelvis under. And just gently hold. So you should feel a nice stretch in this hip flexor, front of the thigh. But do make sure that you're at 90 degrees, so you're not lunging forwards here. Let's take our arms up. And open. So just open the chest to the sky. Up. And just change legs. Again, check that knee directly under the hip, and we tuck. Take these arms up and forwards. Out to the side. And then just interlink these fingers behind you and take a gentle stretch. Chin down to the chest. And release. Hold your arms. Gently sit yourself down onto your heels. And we're just going to take this chin back down to the chest and right ear to shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to shoulder. And then just taking this left arm behind the back, we're going to look over our right shoulder and then down to the mat. So you want to keep this left shoulder back and down, but don't force it. And gently release. Right arm behind the back. Over your left shoulder and down to the mat. Good, well done. Okay, so last one into frogs. So pulling these heels in nice and close, sitting up really tall, and just gently using these elbows to push down. Good. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I will try and do these sessions as frequently as I can. Partly depends on children and the rest of the daily schedule. But I hope that sets your day up nicely, whether you're dancing or not. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.